Guys, it's me again, and right now I just want to speak about politics in Islam. You know what I mean? So, unfortunately, there is no politics in Islam. You know what I mean? So basically, like you are the one. Let's say they have election and stuff like that. So before the election is supposed to have candidates, because before the candidates it's people need to candidate themselves, you know what I mean? So nobody came to force you to be president, you know what I mean, or king, you know what I mean. Let's not talk about king, because there is no king except God, you know what I mean. There is no king except God. So I'm talking about president or prime minister, you know. So you are the one who won it, you know what I mean. Okay, so now you are with your order, millions of people is working under your order, you know what I mean. So if one become homeless, you will be judged about it. If one couldn't find a food for only one meal, like let's say the people, they eat 3 meals to 4 meals a day, you know what I mean. If he had breakfast but he couldn't find lunch, you will be judged for it, you will pay the price. If people having crisis and you didn't deal with it very well and couldn't help the people, you will pay the price, you know what I mean. So basically, do you think it's a normal price? Do you think it's just like oh yeah, jail 2 years and just go wherever you want, or pay a fine, or stuff like that? No, it's a huge trouble, very big trouble. People, they love being president, you know what I mean. They love being prime minister, you know what I mean. But to be honest with you, if you knew what's the price for it, what you're gonna pay, like I tell you this, in America, the president signs $50 billion to Ukraine, $60 billion to Ukraine, $40 billion to Israel, $100 billion to for example, what's it called, this, to companies, like to grow up, like they will sign, like Joe Biden signed $50 billion to microchip company, you know what I mean. So basically, to be honest with you, like that's not his mom money or his dad money, that's not his money, you know what I mean. It's people money, you know what I'm talking about. So the people, like I live in America, you know what I mean. So I'm not saying like assuming or stuff like that, you know what I mean. So people, it's not easy for them to pay tax, you know what I mean. Like I remember when I used to work at what's it called, this place, what's it called, Boston Scientific. I was working and making $1,300, $1,400, you know what I mean. And what I was getting was just 800 something, you know what I mean. The rest of it is tax, you know. So anyways, people they pay tax, like it's not easy, you know what I mean. The tax that the people pay, it's not easy. It's very hard for them to pay tax. And there is a lot of ways of tax, you know what I mean. There is, like when you buy a car, you pay tax. When you buy a home, you pay tax. And there is the monthly home tax. And there is your job, your basic tax. And there is whatever you buy tax. So that's a lot of money, you know what I mean, that the people pay. And you just easily sign $60 billion to Ukraine. God will judge you, you know what I mean. Because this is not your money. This is not your father money or your mom money. This is not your family money. Even if it's your family money, you cannot do what you are doing right now. But this is a lot of hard workers' money. You know what I mean? Like millions and 100 millions hard worker money. You know what I mean? And you just spend their money like that. You know what I mean? I'm not against no pay tax, don't pay tax. No. Pay tax, but the way that you use the money is abusing. You know what I mean? And Joe Biden just hired a couple thousand IRS officers and increased the tax 2022, I remember. So basically, what I'm saying is, like, people is they barely living paycheck to paycheck, and they pay tax, and you use their money like that. You know what I mean? So anyways, you will be judged. You know what I mean? So God will tell you, like, oh, okay, number one, where is the people money? You claimed you are president and you candidate. You win the election and then you become president or prime minister, and then where is the hard workers money? What you did with it? So prepare yourself for that question. And number two is the crisis. You know what I mean? Like in America, there is crisis, man, but the government, they act blind. You know what I mean? What about the homeless? Homeless need houses. You know what I mean? So why this homeless, like drugs? Like, you will be judged all this, like every problem in the country, you will be judged for it. And every injustice happen in the country, you will be judged for it. Believe me guys, if the people knew or know the consequences of being president and prime minister, they wouldn't do it. Nobody will be prime minister or president, you know what I mean? Because God will judge you. Believe me. In the Quran, he said, God, that the people say, oh shit, in this book there is every small details and big details. So basically, guys, like, you are working for a lot of torturing for yourself. Why you are screwing yourself up? You know what I mean? By being president, you're not gonna live more than 90 years. You know what I mean? Why you gonna get all this sense? You know what I mean? The maximum you're gonna live is 100 years. You know what I mean? You barely gonna reach the 100. You know what I mean? So anyways, guys, what I'm saying is, that's why I don't like being president. You know what I mean? I don't like it. I'll be honest with you, I don't like it. And that's why I'm against the politics. You know what I mean? There is no politics, guys. In God, He will be like, I don't know, what's politics? Man, where is the 50 billion that you signed for the company, the microchip company? Is that was your father money or your mom money or your money? From where you brought that money? Whose money is that? How you can use it like that? You know what I mean? So they will be judged, you know, very bad. Even the small details, you know what I mean? Like right now, he's the president, and there is people that corrupt in the government, you know what I mean? The president will get judged for it, you know what I mean? Because you are the president, you know. Have you attempted to try to solve the corruption? No. Then you are the president, right? Yes. So you gotta pay the price, you know what I mean? So believe me, guys, if the people know like the consequences and what they are going through, and what door they're gonna open on themselves. Nobody want to be a president or prime minister or stuff like that. Do you know a lot of people die to kill each other? You gonna be asked for it, you know what I mean? Crisis, poverty, hunger, injustice, corruption, people tax money, all those kind of things, you will be asked for it, you know what I mean? So there is a politics in Islam? No, there is no politics. There is no politics. Like, politics is fooling somebody, you know what I mean? But this is how it is, you know what I mean? Can you fool God? Can you fool God? Of course not. So where is the politics? Are you still politician? You know what I mean? Are you still gonna assume that there is politics? There is no politics, guys. But in this life, you can get away with it. You know what I mean? That's why they call it politics. You can really fool the people, but you cannot fool God. You know what I mean? And the price you're gonna pay it high, very high. You know what I mean? So basically, in this world, people are masakin, you know what I mean? Miskin, you know? People are miskin, people are nice and kind, and they don't want a problem, you know what I mean? They don't want a problem with the government, you know? So they are just passive people, you know what I mean? Submissive, you know? Submissive people, you know? So, but you abusing the people, you know what I mean? So that's really very high price, you know what I mean? Like, really, it's not good. Believe me, you are not gonna be president. If God tells you the requirement and what you're supposed to do, the duty, nobody wants to be president. And the consequences, nobody wants to be president, you know what I mean? So there is no politics in Islam, you know what I mean? There's no politics. And the real Muslim, he doesn't want to be president, you know what I mean? The real Muslim, he doesn't want to be president. He doesn't want to be a prime minister, you know what I mean? The real Muslim, he will stay away from government, you know what I mean? Why? Because it's gonna cause him a lot of problems after this life, you know what I mean? Because you be judged by everything happen in your country when you were president, you know what I mean? So anyways, guys, I hope you understand what I'm saying. And again, no politics in Islam. And real Muslim, he doesn't want to be president or prime minister. So that's the point that I was talking about today. And that'll be all. Thank you for watching this video. Bye.